We need a response team.
The Avengers Initiative was shut down.
This isn't about the Avengers. These people may be isolated, unbalanced even, but I believe with the right push, they can be exactly what we need.
War is it won by sentiment, Director?
No, it's won by soldiers.
Right now, every single one of you out there, have a chance to be a part of the greatest organization the NFL has ever seen. The Dallas Cowboys. And you are fans of a championship football team. And what do? You blog. You blog so hard that you're running up and down the internet all night long. If it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you got to get another story out, you blog. You know why? Because you know more about your team than anybody else. There is 32 teams in the league. 32 teams. You expect them to know every team like you know yours? Wait, they don't. They don't. And how do you do this? You go to the Dallas Cowboys show, you get a blog, and you blog about the Cowboys. You blog all night long about the Cowboys. You tell people what they need to know about the Cowboys instead of letting people tell you. That's what you did all last year. No more. You know why? Because we have the internet. All you have to do is have heart. And you can do it. You know why? Because you're a fan of a championship football team. And a fan of a championship football team, they give everything. They give everything they got to help their team make it to the Super Bowl. And if you're not willing as a fan to give it all you got, then you go to the New England Patriots. Blog, 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 blog. There's nothing better than that. Nothing more fulfilling. Nothing more special. Blog.
Yeah, buddy. What it do, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. And, man, I am not alone. Hey, listen, the Reed Street Demon has interceded again. So I had to combine my powers with the Super Friends, man, and come in here and make this show happen, man. So the trap in the liquor store was defeated. But, you know, Lou Takes and Boss Cowboys pulled up, man, and we done spunt on the monster. So we Gucci now. We done saved the day. The show will go on. Content will be given to the people. We here for y'all in your times of need, man. We stepping out of the darkness, shining like a diamond. Hey, we in here, man. So salute to everybody. Salute the DC Universe. Salute the boss, Lou, my brother Lan, big cousin Wes. I know he out there somewhere making plays. And, hey, we in here, man. So salute to everybody.
Salute. What's up, man?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
So, boss, I'm not gonna hold you. There's a lot of stuff to talk about this morning because I don't know if you've seen the documentary or not. Because they did the documentary yesterday called "The Pick Is In," and it just went behind the scenes of how these folks was moving during the draft. It showed the Cowboys, it showed some different teams. You know, it did show when we were on the clock for Howie now. You know what I'm saying? We ended up making the call. We wanted them to call us at first because we just felt they were gonna call. They were scared of. They not really scared. They wanted a better price on it. But we went ahead and called anyway when we seen the phone didn't ring, and that's how they worked it out. Like they ain't calling shit. I'm calling right now.
Thank God, because you know they'll screw that up. They'll screw that up. We would have almost. You know what would have happened? We would have drafted Kelvin Faulk. That's what would have happened.
Oh, he was never on the board.
Oh, he was gone before?
No, they had their mind. There's a bunch of shit that we got to get into, bro. Cause they put.
Oh, it revealed a lot, huh?
Yeah, it revealed a lot. Like, and compared to the options that they were doing, because I know we were mad that they passed on Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson wasn't even on their fucking radar. They had to narrow down to 2 players, but that's looking into the future. You know, we'll talk about that when that shit comes up. You know, but It did. Yeah, they were talking about C.J. Allen, who ended up going 53rd overall to the Colts. That's who they were targeting. It was either going to be Malachi Lawrence or C.J. Allen there. You know, so but yeah, there's a lot to get into that. So
that's insane. They were talking C.J. Allen over Anthony Hill.
They were taking C.J. Allen over a bunch of people.
Bro, I'm not gonna like. I'm tired of people who don't trust the coaches. That's a boneheaded decision right there. Say that right now.
Well, I'm glad it didn't happen, man. See, and Wes always say this, man, and we see this in our history, man. You know, he say God is a Cowboys fan.
God is a Cowboys fan.
Hey, Wes be coming up some real stuff, bro, because we get so lucky, bro. And so it's you know, I love the behind the scenes because it shows a lot, and I want to get into it. I didn't prepare this show, so I don't want to steal the thunder of him.
Nah,
and everybody that prepared it.
Because see, the information is the information. If you feel the need to guide the ship, we'll just talk through the shit, man.
Dog. So like, it's so much that I got from that in terms of luck that went our way. But then this goes to when you see them talking about and playing these games of let's wait on the phone to ring. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I get your theory, right? That you get more leverage, but that deal for the 2-4 got done because you called. And it's like you got Pickens because you called. You know, it's like I just want Dallas to get off of that stuff that and just they almost play like that woman or that man that play hard to get, bro. You know you like her, just go ahead and shoot your shot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The part of it they missing though is I don't know if y'all ever been in some of them big cities, maybe like Atlanta or, you know, maybe Miami or something. It be certain hustles that be on the street. And they got some good shit. Ain't no telling what it is. They might have some glasses, some jewelry, anything they might be trying to sell you. They not going to sit up there and just let you pass. They going to pitch. A salesman has a pitch.
That's right.
So even if you got a good product, you say, hey, y'all, I got this 20 overall pick going, and you start auctioning off to get the best deal. You don't just sit around with the 20th pick and say, hey, maybe somebody else buy it. They know I got it. No, you put it on display. You say, hey, this could be you right here. That player that you want, this could be you. So that was a good thing that they finally called and actually executed. You got to have a piece to get the best sale. Mouse an ex-salesman, so he know I ain't lying. You got
I'm a current salesman.
Well, yeah. You see what I'm saying? You got a pitch, right?
That hat stay on.
I know that's right.
But yo. Oh, yeah. Keep talking, though. You cooking.
Yeah, I'm just saying you got to have a pitch to start off trying to sell something. And if you know it's for sale and you ain't approaching nobody, that's an L for you. So I'm glad that light bulbs finally sparked inside the minds of the Joneses so they can get this done, man. Because that was a great move, actually. That was the best case scenario for us to get the player we want with the first pick and then flip the 20th pick, 2 more fourths, and get the player that we wanted. That was genius.
I agree. But I also want to say this in regards to that. They were already hell-bent on edge by then. The only way that C.J. Allen was getting picked, because I know that name came up, was if they got wiped out of the edge. And Malachi Lawrence was the edge that they ended up pinpointing and that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because they felt good about picking Malachi at 20. They like Malachi at 20 was fine, but then they got the opportunity when they had the phone call with Philly to get some extra picks and then move back because they felt like the board would fall in such a way that he would still be there at 23. You see what I'm saying? Because they knew there were some other teams at the back end of the draft that wanted edge, but they didn't feel like the next couple of teams drafting right behind them were going to get one. And they were correct. No other edge were drafted in between when we traded back. When Philly came up to the next couple of teams, nobody else took an edge. We were the next team that took an edge, so they were correct in their calculation. But I do want to get y'all thought process on this. You know, do you feel like they really loved Malachi like that? Do you feel like they just forced edge so they could 7 years slave a nigga? Do you feel like what's your thought process behind their thought process? I should say
they forced it.
Yeah.
They forced it, and they forced it. Like if you read what they saying, like the pass rusher can be a difference maker. That's my point. So it's like that totally contradicts our research. So like our research says, and we went back and showed that the average first rounder year one go get you about 4 sacks, and we went back and looked at about 60 of them.
So my only question would be, when they have these conversations in the war room, or they talking about just this moment or the projection of the player itself? And that's the only question.
I think it's this moment, because that's what they always do. And we're not saying Malachi not a good player. We're not saying he won't be a good player, but we saying that in terms of instant impact, it's not gonna happen. Because they said the same thing with Tristan Hill. They said the exact same thing with Mozzie. They said that this gonna help us now. So when I look at the context of their conversation, it's like they keep going outside of known history, and it also makes it to me known that they likely feel like they got everything that they need at the edge, when I really don't feel like they do to contend now. So it's now maybe, you know, you're 3, yes, but now they believe in him and they wanted him over a lot of edge rushers. So we're not saying he wasn't their guy, but when I look at the pass rusher can be a difference maker.
Okay,
to me, they thinking now, bro.
If you're saying now, I agree that's far-fetched. But you know, if you're saying like, hey, I'm selling them on a 5-year plan for this player, you know, to do X, Y, and Z, and you know, bet on traits and stuff like that, I can understand that.
Absolutely.
But if you're 1,000% correct, like nobody believes most of these edge rushers are going to come into the league and do much year one.
Yeah.
The guy that was highly touted last year had 4.5 sacks. It was somebody that nobody expected to end up with 10. You know what I'm saying? And he was even the first edge drafted by his own team. They had drafted another edge earlier that only had like 4 or 5 sacks that year.
Yeah, he was drafted 27.
Exactly.
And then the chances of an edge even in the first round, like it's only been 5 of them in about 20 years that had 10 sacks out the gate. So
Von Miller, who else?
Crosby, which I think
Crosby was a 4th round pick.
And so you
can't even, like, if they knew he was gonna be a 10-sack guy out the gate, he would not have went.
He would went top 5.
Yeah, exactly.
He would went top 5.
Y'all check this out. I took the initiative because you know me, I try to be fair. Now we know sacks. I view sacks as, you know, very impactful, and that's what I want to know. So I did do the next step of the research and ask, what was the pressure rate? Because we do know, just being fair, pressure rate does matter. It helps the defense in a magnitude of ways. So we know that. So let's see. The pressure rate for Will Anderson was 21. That was great.
It was high.
You know what I'm saying? That's the highest we done seen in like the last 15 years. Michael Parsons was 19.4. Hutch was 17.5. And Abdul Carter was like 12 to 17%, they said. So, like, even though they said the average rookie would be like 13 to 18%. So, even that stat is not in our favor. It don't look good. You know what I'm saying? They don't even expect the rookies to have that great of a pass rush or pressure rate coming out. So, that's not even good. So I was just trying to, you know, be level. And it still took an L as far as these rookie pass rushers, man.
I thought you was going to say something, bro. I swear.
Hell no. I'm just trying to be fair, and it's still wrong.
Yeah. And I still couldn't find no positivity in year one.
Nah. Hell no.
Year one, if God bless him and give him some holy water or something, he might be some. But, you know, it don't usually happen. It don't usually happen.
Our best saving grace is BT Jordan, y'all.
It is, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I mean, I guess they picked the best player in that situation from their board at that time. I just hate their mindset, and their mindset was reflective of the fan base. They went in hungry at positions, they went in drafting hungry at positions. They did. Listen to the conversation. Oh, we just got to get it. It's the same conversation they were having when Monson was on the board. The same exact conversations when we took a Taco on the board. It's the same exact conversations, and they always do it in that 20 range. And it's like, so like I'm not like I can't be mad because these names they mentioning, I just don't like none of these names. I think Malachi you could say is the best one, and I hope he can turn out. But like no, you was thinking about taking CJ Allen right there over all the linebackers.
Then he stayed on the board another 30 picks, Lou.
They was.
You finna reach with with a 7-footer wingspan, man. You finna reach with
Mr. Fantastic. They got powers to reach.
They was finna hit the wimpy reach on that ass.
Base down reach.
God, dog, you finna reach all the way, man. God, dog. So like,
reaching.
I think was what louder enough with him. Chris Johnson wasn't on the board.
Crazy.
That mean y'all really. No, Shawty, you was really believing what you was saying, huh? You really think Deron Bland is a lockdown on one? I guess he just primed Deion Sanders in the flesh.
We're gonna touch on that too, because
I hate that, bro.
That corner never made it to the board.
Hey,
never.
I hate he even fixed his mouth to say something like that, bro. Real talk.
But he did though.
And you
but that's y'all coach though. That's y'all coach, not mine.
You co-signed the first.
Man, go ahead.
Hey, pull up the projected starters for me, please.
Which one? The 4-3? I mean,
3-4.
3-4, the 4-2.
The 3-4. Because it did numbers when I dropped it. Shout out to the brother Jern. But they was mad as a motherfucker at me. You know why they were mad at me?
Well,
because I didn't have Kobe Durant starting. But this is the kicker. I think Kobe Durant should fucking start. But this is who I think is going to start, and that is the issue. And that's what I want to talk about. Because we said so ourselves, coming into the season based on the film of 2025, Kobe Durant had the best film of any of the cornerbacks that are currently on our team. Bland is in everybody highlight tape. He's out on the ground looking up like he's looking up to the Lord for help. Rebel up there running around like he's slew-footed, like he dragging his leg and shit. Right? Not great tape from either one of them guys last year. Kobe Durant is out there competing. He's not the world's greatest corner or nothing like that. I'm not sitting here saying that he's an all-pro and no shit like that. But he's a guy that had 6 interceptions last year. 3 of them coming in the postseason. He's a guy that started on a team that made it to an NFC championship game. He's checked, the best wide receivers that they had to offer, right? Consistently, scrappy, undersized, but still fighting, utilizing his athleticism. So my point is this. How do you think the politics play out in Dallas? Kobe Durant is the best corner, but he's on a 1-year deal. And you got Javvante Williams, who was a top 100 pick by the Dallas Cowboys, and they gave him a nickname before he ever played. He was the Condor when they drafted him, right? They gave him a nickname. They manufactured a superhero with Javvante Williams, and then they paid $90+ million to Deron Bland. So really, I want to know: do you think Christian Parker is gangster enough to bench a son or bench a $90 million man for Kobe Durant because he's better?
Yeah, that's interesting because if you think about it, them two players got a lot of stock on this team. But I'm looking at it. I thought his name was Deron Bland. I guess it's Deion Bland. I'm fucking with Shotty. It's Deion Bland. So I don't see how he get either one of these guys off the field. And then Caleb Downs gonna be pretty much the slot corner.
He's a slot. Yeah.
So I don't really see how he get neither one of them out the field, and he's gonna have to be playing considerably better than Javvante Rebel to get him off. And I ain't saying that Javvante finna hoop, but they gonna want him to be the starter, bro. They didn't waste a draft pick on Javvante Rebel. Wait for him to get healthy, have him out there with a knee brace on and all that, to not give him a fair shot when he get healthy. So we'll see. Kobe gonna have to come out there and hoop like Kobe. That's what he gonna have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think this may be the call me delusion. This may be the perfect year. I think it may be easier to get Deron off the field than Javvante. Because I think
it might be the contract.
Contract, yeah. I mean, what I'm saying, they did it last year with Diggs. The moment they can get out of his contract, that's when they started getting fishy and wishy-washy with it. if Deron Bland's name gets spoiled and riding with the fan base, that's going to allow a pathway for Kobe Durant, in my opinion. Now Ravel, for him to get off the field, it's going to have to be like, okay, the knee, you back from the knee, and it's like you not that much better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now we're putting you in conversation with Kalen Carson. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Kobe Durant can make his way to the field. We got too many defensive back coaches for them to not play the best guys. I'm just being honest with you. You got like 4 coaches in that room. So, yeah.
I think it's going to come down to the money. So they paid Deron Bland, so he go play. And is as much as we all like Christian Parker, he don't sign the checks, and I think it's gonna be a money thing. So Deron Bland, they will at least start with him for sure, and then it should be if life is fair, open for all of them, right? Just to compete and then let the best man win. Kobe should start over Javvante Williams. He should, because he had much better film in the NFL for a longer period of time too. So that's gonna be the battle that lets us know if the Our God's philosophy is still trying to have kind of like its smell on the team. And so for people who don't know what the Our God's philosophy is, that's where the Dallas Cowboys favor their draft choices over outside free agents. So if life was fair, it really should be Deron Bland and Kobe, but life is not fair.
So I'm going to segue because we just talked about the possible politics there at the corner position. Boss, if you look at that graphic, and I was having this conversation with Landlord, if they did bring in an outside edge rusher, which one of their guys are they willing to take off the field for him? And I'm not saying that the guy that they bring in isn't better. We know that he's better if we bringing him in and trading for him. But just think about what they have invested at edge right now. They went and they traded for Rashawn Gary, and they guaranteed his money. Remember, he had no guaranteed money. They went and cashed him out. He is somebody that's going to be forever indebted to the Dallas Cowboys at this point. You know what I'm saying? He'll beat the hell out of somebody right now about Jared Jones. I'm finna watch what I say because Rashawn Gary, a big ass nigga. Donovan Izaraku was just drafted by the Dallas Cowboys with a 2nd round pick last year. They had the weight of the world on this man's shoulders and all the expectations. And then they just went and spent a 1st round pick on Malachi Lawrence. So my question is, with what they have invested in the edge room, who do you think would be the odd man out, in that situation? Or if they even thinking like that?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we not getting no vet. If we do, we might get a bottom, the lower end of the vet. Somebody who won't stop the process, because whether we wanted to or not, we are in a youth movement that age look like, and that's not what I wanted, but it looked like that's what the Cowboys wanted. Because if you think about how much they got invested in and the direction they went in, man, he indeed is like a process of elimination. It's hard to figure out who the hell gonna come out the field for anybody else. That's even doing it when you thinking about who you got on the team now. Because I told him, we know James Houston can go get a sack. Who you taking out the field for James Houston? He got to get some reps in certain situations, I feel like.
I said Malachi.
Which the first one you going to take out the field for James Houston? Is it going to be Gary or is it going to be Izaraku?
I said Malachi.
Then you got to think about Sam Williams and shit. So it just go on down the line.
Well, if James used to come on the field, he come in NASCAR packages, and I'm taking all non-pass rushers off the field. So, people gonna hate me, but I don't care what nobody say in the stats say. Rashawn Gary is not a pass rusher, so he coming off the field for James Houston.
I mean, I said
hell yeah.
So I'm just being honest with you. I don't care how many sacks he had. We watched those sacks. All those sacks was
clean up, bro.
Because somebody else caused the impact.
Look, we're not talking football right now. We're talking sponsorships.
Politics.
We're talking friendships. We're talking friends.
But you asked who coming off the field though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but I wasn't. We already said like in obvious passing situations, I would take Rashawn Gary off.
Okay.
Like we talk about what we know what we would do. We're talking about what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do. That's why I'm trying to differentiate it.
It's probably Ezeraku, because Ezeraku is not their guy. Ezeraku was White Cotton's guy. You know,
Didn't I say that here last night?
Yeah.
I said that.
I hate that shit, bro.
But he
I
is a
said
second round
that.
pick though. I ain't never seen Jerry. Listen, Jerry loves second round picks so much he let a murder case play out.
I mean,
let
but
a
at the same time, I think he don't value second round edges. He get a second round edge, like, you know what I'm saying, like a penny on the floor. Like, we've been how many years in a row we've been picking second round edges. That's why
Them hoes don't never work out for real either.
they was trying to take Malachi in the second round. That's the whole reason why they was trying to get out of the first round with that second pick. They was gonna do it again.
I was gonna say that I think they love second round edges. They hit on DeMarcus Lawrence there. They didn't get a chance to see what Marshawn Nealon could be because he passed away. So they're not looking at that as an L. Donovan Ezeraku just got here, so they're not looking at that as an L. So they don't really. Sam Williams, he's
They
still
should
here,
look at Sam as an L. They should.
but he's still here. They still give him opportunities to the point like they invested second round pick in this nigga and they would
I don't
not
think
let
they're
him
gonna
go.
give him much opportunities. I'm just being honest with you, because y'all calling this the movement of youth. I'm calling this the movement of numbers. They throwing numbers at this position, dog. And yeah, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. They just don't have any impactful guys. Like they took like almost 3 edges in this draft, bro, or 2. You know what I'm saying?
We took a guy that they're gonna play at interior linebacker, and then Overton is gonna play 3 tech.
We really like took 3 edge rushers in this draft.
3 people that could rush the passer.
You know, and like I'm saying, like, just you know, just situational. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest, I don't think Sam Williams have a chance this year to get on the field on like defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they just threw too much numbers at it. And you still got Maris. I forgot DJ. This is making me more and more indecisive on Maris. I told y'all. Because they brought in Barham. Yeah, they got him at Mike right now, but guess what else position he can play?
He can play edge.
Yep.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I just really think this is they're just trying to do the committee approach, which we were crying for as a fan base.
Yep.
But they're not doing it correctly like the other teams do. The
Yeah.
other teams pick every specific position. They treat the committee on every team like you supposed to treat like your lineup for like in baseball. You know what I'm saying? Putting your designated hitter right here, you know, putting a guy you got like that can really fast on base, putting a contact hitter. I ain't getting too much into baseball, but I'm just letting you know it's a method to the madness how they do it over there. I'm letting you know right now when you want some hitters to line up. Over here in Dallas, we see Stephen Jones heard committee, he heard cheap. He turned into Mr. Krabs. I'm just being honest with you. And I feel like that's what he's doing. And now we're disguising it as, oh, these are Christian Parker guys, that can be in itself in the truth, but it may not be the whole truth.
It's definitely not the whole truth. And we know it's not the whole truth because the very, 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 very first guy that they made a big push for was Crosby. They made 3 big proposals before free agency even started. We was all in on trying to get him, except we wasn't willing to pony up 2 first. If the Ravens didn't step in the very last minute, Crosby would have been the Dallas Cowboy, which shows you that was a premier thing that he was pushing for. And so then they started to settle for the other guys, if we've been honest on how history really played out. And Eric said, don't forget about BT Jordan. We didn't.
But listen, BT Jordan is dope, but he is not Doctor Strange. This nigga do not have magical powers. He ain't just gonna magically fix everybody. If you sorry, you know, you can only be so good on the BT Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't turn water to wine and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
How many Max Crosby's did BT Jordan create?
Right.
1. It's been 1.
Yeah, and he trained a lot of them.
A lot of them. Why everybody else
people.
ain't all pros? We need somebody to go. Why everybody one of this ain't?
But he do got more all pros than Max.
The way y'all viewing BT Jordan, everybody he touched should come out with at least 7 sacks.
Let me ask y'all this though, in hindsight, because we know it's 2020. I know we wanted Max, but now that you got Caleb Downs, would you would have still went and got Max, or you think you decent now?
Max.
It's just because of position.
I love Downs.
Yeah, and it's no knock on Downs. It's your defense is way more unstoppable if you have a premier pass rusher. So we already know Quentin Williams is gonna draw doubles We know Max will draw doubles. You can't double both. So if you put both of them on the front, you basically guaranteeing that once somebody go be one-on-one, that's unstoppable. You see what I'm saying? It would have made your front scary as hell. And that's loving downs, but positional value wise, proven in the league wise, you got to go with Max over Downs, just period, all day long, like, and without blinking. And that's not saying that Downs ain't finna be like super dope. It's just that when it comes down positional value, it's a reason why safeties almost every time slip in a draft.
Yeah. And we had this conversation. Did we not? That safeties usually fall down the board a little bit.
Yeah, you the one that really kind of showed the pattern on that made it that I'm gonna go pull that clip because you called it. You said it a long time ago before anybody, bro. You said it like 3 months ago. You said looking at the pattern of what really happens in the NFL is a very good chance we go get downs because your dopest safeties almost always slip. You called it before anybody, bro. And I thought about it.
Y'all don't care nothing about the injury in this equation.
Who?
Come on, Crosby.
With Max Crosby.
They already knew
clean
that.
up, bro.
They lying, bro. I'm telling you right now, they flat out lying. Because one, there's a gray area which you can make a physical say anything. Like you can lower the bar on what to pass and you can raise the bar on what to pass. Everybody, and I 100,000% knew. All 30 teams knew the full injury extent of Max Crosby before that Ravens physical. I'm being 100,000% with you. They all knew that. We ain't gonna play. We're not gonna sit here and play dumb like they did not. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't he have an injury at the end of last season or something though? For real?
No, he
had surgery.
He didn't have season injury surgery. They tapped him on the shoulder. They had to tell him to sit down.
Yeah, they told him to sit down.
Hey, morning.
Good morning. Theoretically, what they saying is he could have played through it and had it cleaned up in the off season.
Right.
They were saying it was like he needed a cleanup procedure, but he was saying it wasn't like no shit that should have actually shut him down. That's why he was mad.
Okay, I got you.
Hey, fellas, you guys remember when we brought in? This is a long time ago. Oh, but y'all remember we brought in Hardy. He was coming off the suspension and the injury, and everybody thought that he wasn't going to be able to play, and he miraculously passed the Dallas Cowboys physical and got signed by us and had no problems. Physicals are what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, your physical, it's your physical. Like, if Dallas Cowboys said that he has a physical, he has requirements for you to be on his show, like, his requirements, his physical might be different than Law Nation's physical. Law Nation might be like, oh, your diabetes count got to be under by 3.2%. Boss Cowboy might be like, man, I ain't tripping if you diabetes, as long as your background, as long as you ain't got no high cholesterol. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own standard, what they care about. But
and
Greg
to your
Hardy
point,
was supposed to have been hurt when we signed him.
And to your point, not to even cut you off, Randy Moss said they patted him down when he did his physical. Said, "All right, you're good." when the Patriots traded for him, Randy Moss said they patted him down. Said, "All right, you good, man."
See,
That's showing you like it depends on who you is, goddamn.
Yeah.
Pass a physical.
And how bad they want.
And then it depends. And then, fellas, can I ask you a question? Looking back on it, because hindsight, my daddy always say, hindsight is 20/20. Do it really seem like the Ravens wanted him to pass that physical?
No,
they was
no.
That's why I think they should have.
Yeah, they backed. What really happened with the Ravens is they backed out the deal. That's what really happened.
Remorse.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, because think about this. Why didn't they try to amend it? Why didn't they try to amend it, make it better, or do something to make him pass it?
They got cold feet, man.
No, they held.
That was the real result.
On the market hostage. That's what they did. That's why they should have got punished.
Then when they got Trey, bro, they wanted them picks, bro.
They held them both hostage. They should have got punished, bro. I found
they did but what's crazy is the Ravens did exactly what me and Landlord said you should do. You should go and get Trey Henderson and keep both your picks.
Yep,
exactly.
The Dallas Cowboys just yellow belly though, but they didn't do anything.
That's what we wanted to do.
The Dallas Cowboys didn't do anything that anybody wanted. Hold on, real quick. Nigel with the 5P said, "Do y'all think Sam will make the 53 come week 1?" I don't know no more.
I think he will. I mean, special teams.
I mean, he positioned. If anybody positioned for the biggest explosion, is him. If anybody's supposed to if anybody's supposed to truly benefit off BT Jordan, is him, because he the one that's the actual freak out the group. He the real freak. He the 4.4 speed guy. He about 3 years off of that ACL at this point. Like if anybody should just break out and shock the goddamn world, it should be Sam Williams.
Supposed to be.
Because he was the dude that actually had the production also coming out too. He was a 10, 11 sack guy. You like in year 3, year 4, this your time. This is your time. I'm not over here looking at Easy and all them and Malachi. That's a fucking pipe dream.
Year 5, actually. This is gonna be the 5th year of Sam.
Yeah, it's his time, bro. And then I'm keeping room for him to be the breakout guy to shock everybody, because with Eberflus, most of them dudes took a reduction in their pass rush. Most of them dudes just turned to bull rush guys. Yeah, it's like y'all all became bull rushers.
Is that White Cotton or Eberflus?
That's what I'm saying. Was it White Cotton and Eberflus? Because Easy, you put up your whole bag. Damn, like we know you had a bag. Yeah, you left your whole bag at the crib. Like, damn. So it's like, will we really get unleashed with, like, Sam Williams could shock the world? Like, it's a very possibility of that based on where he is in his career.
Will he get the opportunity?
No, I don't think they want him to have the opportunity.
We flooded that room.
You take it. You know, with Edge, you take your opportunity, bro. The film go show it. Like, I'm saying if they hedging their bets, he is not the person they want to take off. This is be real.
Yeah. It's kind of a catch-22 though, because we know Steve and them is cheap, so they might love to see a cheap player that they paying just take off.
Oh, he on a 1-year deal. He on a 1-year deal. That means if he take off, you have to pay him next year. If one of these guys is already under contract or on a rookie deal takes off, you got 3, 4, 5 years of cheap ass labor. Let's be real. Rashawn Gary take off. Rashawn Gary contract ain't shit no more. You know what I'm saying? If Malachi Lawrence take off, he the 7-year slave nigga. You know, if Easy take off, you got 2 more years of cheap labor out there. Boy.
You already know the Jones signed that contract with Sam Williams. Like, listen, we looking out for you.
Look out
if
for
you
us.
happen to blow up, this year, you better come spin back and give us a discount.
Yeah.
Because this was a scratch my back, I scratch yours type contract. Sam ain't really do nothing to stay on this thing.
We're gonna leave us if he go off. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He gonna leave us.
I got my money. I was gone.
Hey, I was gone. He gonna leave us so fast. He ain't gonna give us a discount. He'll
be the only time he get paid too. Because when he leave us, it'll be year 6 for Sam. Like, he ain't gonna get too many more opportunities to get paid. So if somebody willing to give him some money after this year, he's gonna have to go take it. Yeah.
He should take it. Hey, to be honest with you, Sam Williams is not your surprise guy. He's your about time guy. Because, like, be honest with you, with the Sam Williams, you're not looking to get something new. You're looking to get what you already knew you had in him. So, like, Sam Williams, he can surprise us, but I don't think his surprise is going to come with a reservation. It's like you've been trying to get her to cook, and then all of a sudden it's time to break up, and now she's talking about she cooked the whole dinner for you. You like, all right. I mean, I'm going to eat it, but it might be too late for this. It may be too late for this. But then I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you think the Cowboys value the money that they've already spent more than the money that they're spending right now? Because that's what Sam Williams is. He's a player that we've already spent the money. So now we're trying to get our return our investment on him. Like, that's what we got from Sam.
This is why they gave him a deal, because you only had, 3 actual years of Sam Williams under his rookie deal, because he missed, pretty much the entirety of 2024.
Entire season, yeah.
He did miss the entirety of 2024. So, the year when he was supposed to excel and explode and have an opportunity to play beside Michael Parsons and all that other stuff and benefit from that, he wasn't even in attendance because he tore his leg up. And then, a player is never themselves their first year back from a catastrophic knee injury. Right. So they did want to put him on a 1-year deal to see if there was anything there. But to your point, he was all SEC pass rusher. He was a double-digit sack guy coming out of Ole Miss. He played the best tackles. Like you said, he is the athletic anomaly. He has Malachi Lawrence's size, and he's faster. somehow he's even faster than Malachi Lawrence. Supposed to have his base and get off of stuff.
You
know what I'm saying?
He the best freak on the edge right now.
Yeah, so
you were trying to tell you, they loud.
That's why I told y'all. I made that a comparison. I said we getting so hype about these players that's in the combine. I can name you several players on the Cowboys who would look excellent in these drills, and you hate them. Sam Williams was one of them.
Sam Williams,
Damone Clark would have looked excellent in them drills. So you got to think about it. You can't take them drills as law. You got to take them drills with a grain of salt, man.
What do you think Sam Williams can do this year to price his way out of Dallas? Just 10 sacks and he's gone? Flat number?
8 to 10 and he gone.
8 to 10?
No, we might pay him too. No.
8 to 10?
Yeah.
Damn, I think he's going to get because we thinking Malachi going to get 5 or 8, so Sam would.
Hell no.
We saying Malachi going to get 3 to 3.
No, I'm saying not 5 to 8. I'm just saying 3 to 5. We're going to get 3 to 5, so I would think Sam would get 5 to 8 sacks. That's what I'm saying.
2 to 3.
Damn, you think
we already gave him the BT Jordan tax. We gave him the BT Jordan tax. So we gave him extra.
If I give him BT Jordan tax,
5%,
maybe 4 or 5 that you looked into. He gonna likely get hemmed up. I'm just being honest with you, bro.
So y'all think our rookie will have a better rookie season than Abdul Carter?
No.
It's hard to say. They ain't do something. It's also gonna be dependent on what Christian Parker does. If it's just gonna be strictly the 4-man rush, cool. If they set line games up, if they're doing more stunts, if they're blitzing, bringing extra pressure, overloading sides, playing games like that, then he might be able to do a little bit more.
We started last year.
Man, we started with some weekend niggas
last year.
I best hope it's simulated pressures. I'm being honest with you.
Stu only had 4 sacks. That's why I was thinking Malachi, he might be able to do as good or even a little bit better than he only had 4 sacks.
My boy say 7 sacks or more. Ooh, for who? Malachi?
You talking about Sam?
Listen,
Sam.
It depends. Let me know, because I got an answer for both of them. If Malachi Lawrence gets 7 sacks, he defensive rookie of the year.
Facts.
And listen, nigga, yes. You know good and well. When the last time a safety won defensive rookie of the year?
But he gonna be able to do a specular pattern. Yeah, like if Caleb Downs get 1 touchdown, bro, he's gonna be God next year, bro.
If he gets one, but he don't get interceptions either though. So he had to turn the ball over in order to do that. Yeah, he gonna blow your head off. He might get some sacks.
Sure tackler guy, go be kind of quick.
Downs didn't get his hands on the ball in college.
No. He what he did, he was just everywhere.
Yeah,
he'll cover your ass. He won't get
he do it. He did everything. He coached. He got water.
He gonna be in the right place. Boys gonna be lined up right, and they gonna be assignment Sam.
Yeah. He gonna be hard. He gonna be gangster. But we talk about defensive player of the year. It's the splash plays that get you the defensive rookie of the year. It's splash plays.
Sacks, touchdown,
I actually think he'll get his hands on the ball a little more. With the disguises that Christian Parker gonna do. Yeah, I actually do. I'm a little bullish on that part of it.
Yeah, I think Caleb Downs is gonna have the ball in his hands too, man. He's just he's too explosive not to find a way to get the ball in his hands.
I don't think that's.
Do y'all mind?
We don't
mind him running punts?
I don't think we have the coaches that preaches turnovers. I'm be honest with you. If you wanted some turnover, you should have brought in some turnover prone coaches. If you wanted that. It's just a certain mindset you got to teach with it. Like, think about it. Ryan Smith, he's a back coach. His main thing was touchdown prevention. It wasn't picks. It was touchdown prevention, and they ran a cloud coverage as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's my guy that came from the Green Bay? You know what I'm saying? Like, none of these guys are not like who we had before. Al Harris. If we had Al Harris, I'm with you 1,000%, because Al Harris gonna preach getting the ball from day one. I don't think these coaches.
To be honest, though, like that is more of something that you can depend on compared to turnovers, though. If I can stop you from scoring, which one you think happens the most?
Turnovers.
Yeah, but
turnovers or stopping somebody from scoring.
How can your plan for stopping someone from scoring is going to change?
Especially in the playoffs, we don't get turnovers in the playoffs.
My boy Noah said that Malachi go get 7 sacks. I put it like this: if Malachi get over 6 sacks or 6 sacks, they need to pay BT Jordan $50 million. for the
He
next.
can never
years.
leave.
I mean, BT
That's
can just
what
go
I'm
up on his
saying.
price. If BT
Yeah,
can go up
that's
on his
what I'm
price.
saying. If he gets 7 sacks, bro, they need to put BT Jordan on a 10-year contract so he can never leave Dallas, bro.
Make him assistant head coach at that point. This
but you know what they're gonna. You know what they're gonna do if they put him on staff? They're gonna probably restrict him from working with outside athletes like from other teams.
Right.
And I know I'm gonna be honest with you. I know BT Jordan probably makes way more money in the independent because independently he can make whatever these players want to charge him.
Yes,
and bro,
right.
if you get a player and you turn him into a all pro, bro, that's $1 million. That's $1 million deal contract.
Oh, yeah, no,
I'll keep my independence
them
on
trainers go have to pay you like $500,000.
Like I know Real Truth is getting paid because he got dudes in the real NFL, like the real NFL.
Yeah, them top trainers. Yeah, you commanding per player. If
Hundreds
you
of
get pro,
thousands.
yeah, you charging them dudes $250 up.
Yes, hundreds of
Like
thousands.
Duke is hitting balls upside the head. I promise you.
I was just gonna say, folks were
Duke
talking about
Mayweather? Bruh, for sure.
folks was like,
From
why
Lane
dude don't,
Johnson,
why
wow.
the Cowboys don't sign Duke, man? Because he make too much money.
That's
Right.
right.
He make way
Duke
too much money.
Yes, Duke probably makes I'm not trying to over exaggerate, but he's probably making DC coordinator money right now and doing whatever he wants to do,
Yeah,
working his own schedule.
that's how it go.
He got some top like left. His tap y'all.
Everybody on the Cowboys.
No,
They
it's
can
not-
only really
these-
bring in top trainers as consultants, bro.
These
Yeah,
trainers.
And think about this. That's why you know the Cowboys can't afford them because the Cowboys can only hire them as consultants.
That's
No,
right.
that's what I'm saying. These trainers, they coach in premier positions as well, y'all. Like BT Jordan is coaching tackles. You know what I'm saying? Like Lane Johnson, they gonna give him that bag.
So I hope y'all right, bro. But like they look like they bet on committee. And when somebody asked on the internet, who do you think the Dallas Cowboys are going to be? We're going to be the Panthers.
Oh,
Oh.
exactly. One
Oh.
We built just like
We
I'm,
built just like
I'm
that.
doing
And
a
then
show
come out of
today.
Come out of nowhere and be successful.
No.
Start off kinda slow.
No.
We go
I'm
have
talking about
everything
defense.
but the pass rush, just like the
Yeah.
Panthers. Like they dope everywhere but pass rush. They built exactly like us. They got Brown in the middle, like we got Quinn in the middle, right? They got dope corners. They got a dope safety.
We ain't got no corners though.
Yeah, but I think our corners gonna be okay.
And we got a lockdown. Stephen Jones said that he saw Deron
You got
Bland
that
lock the whole side down, so y'all need to stop hating. I don't know what
He got to send me that film. I didn't see that. That must have been one of those.
Nah,
special-
bro, that's that private
Limited-
stuff. That's that private stuff.
That
That's
must have been one of
that,
them
Yeah,
limited
Bland.
practices.
He said,
that's that Jerry Fowl stuff. That's that Jerry Fowl stuff.
Jerry Fowler is crazy.
Yeah, get the empty foul. We got the Jerry Fowls.
Mm-hmm.
We got
We may not have corners. We got better safeties than them for sure.
Yeah, we got better safeties, better nickel.
Hey, Henny, do you know when who was the last rookie the defensive end to have like 7 sacks? Because it don't really sound like. Well, Mike, what did he have his rookie? But he wasn't considered he was really considered a linebacker his rookie year, right?
They moved him to outside linebackers. He was an edge.
How many did he get?
Last year, James
It was,
Pierce had
James
10 and a half sacks.
That's a
But he-
rookie.
I got
Yeah.
a list. I got a list of all of it. Let me pull it.
He got a first step. And we got
And he didn't win defensive player of the
I'm letting you know right now. That's not a good sign.
And he won the defensive rookie of the year with 10 sacks.
Who won defensive rookie of the year last year? Did James Pierce win it?
I think he did. He should have. Yeah, I think he did. That should have won him already.
10 sacks as a rookie.
And he won. Every down rusher. That boy was on third. He was at the James Houston of the Atlanta Falcons.
Damn, Atlanta got him.
And now you got to look at them sacks too. It always go down to looking at this shit too.
He was
Atlanta
getting
got
through speed.
Yeah, speed. It might be speed, luck. You know what I'm saying? That's some like shit. Because I remember I looked at Randy Gregory and I compared it to Armstrong. They were totally different, but with the same amount.
Yeah, that's why I don't ever go by numbers.
Yeah,
numbers don't ever
numbers
tell
will
it
fool you.
Yeah, like that's why.
All right, so I'm gonna just read you the top rookie sack getters in history by year. The freak Curse got 14 and a half in 1999. Alden Smith had 14 in 2011. Michael Parsons had the third most ever with 13 sacks in 2021. Dwight Freeney had 13 in 2002. You notice how spaced out this shit is? I just want to throw that out there.
Exactly.
Every 4 years.
Randy White had 13 in 1985. Rice
Man,
had
that
12
was
and a half in 1996. O'Neal had 12 and a half in 1986. Bradley Chubb, first round pick, had 12 sacks in 2018. T. Sizzle had 12 sacks in 2003. Julius Peppers had 12 sacks in 2002. Von Miller had 11 and a half sacks in 2011. Charles Haley had 12 sacks in 1986.
What round was he drafted?
Charles, let me go see Charles. Salute to 864 Cowboy too.
You know what I'm noticing? A lot of these dudes that you naming, they just didn't have good rookie years. They had careers, bro. They built off them.
Exactly, bro.
They
Like when you
built off that.
when you get one, because I was debating somebody on the space, and they were just talking about edges don't win Super Bowls. It's like, come on, man. It's like, no, edges is like quarterbacks, bro. First of all, they're rare. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to actually leave even bad situations. Like Myles Garrett is gonna be stuck at the Browns because they're not gonna let him go.
But he did double back and sign his life away. So
But I'm just saying,
and then think about this:
is they pay them balls. You feel me? And so it's like it's just not that many of them. And just because you haven't seen them, and somebody said like, and I was gonna answer him on Twitter. He was like, "Yeah, you don't need edge to win a Super Bowl." It's like, yeah, Sam Darnold proved you don't need a quarterback to win a Super Bowl. But if you had a chance to upgrade, you would. That's
in a heartbeat.
Hey, and you know what, boss?
And that's
and you know what else, boss? You know what else? The Super Bowl is, and y'all gotta catch me, feel me on this. The Super Bowl is the one game that's not won off sacks because teams aren't trying to throw the ball like that.
No, actually, it's the opposite, West Coast. I was about to say that you need a pass rush to win a Super Bowl. That is a need. That's not a myth. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think in the game, because a pass rusher would not have won the Super Bowl for the Patriots.
No, I said a pass rush.
A pass rush. Yeah. You don't need an individual guy. You need a team to do it. Yep, you're right. Because if you think about it,
a lot. There's like the past 10 Super Bowl winners, they've all been like top 5 in terms of pass rush, like production.
But they had the leading sack, but the leading sack getter, the guy who had the most sacks, has typically not been on that team though.
Right. Yeah, so that's when they build the dope ass. But like they said, to be fair, now that we're now fighting against each other, they don't really exist. You know what I'm saying? There's not that many of them niggas to end up on the team. So you gotta find. So listen, when you don't have something, you find a way to live without it.
Right.
Like just because I don't have this, I still gotta win the Super Bowl. I still gotta find a way to sack the quarterback. So they figure out ways to get multiple guys in and do it.
And
so
and then we going too far with that, because like a lot of times people ignore the fact that Sweat should have been the MVP of the Philly Super Bowl with 4 sacks.
He had 4 sacks,
and people
it was Jalen Carter. It was not Jalen Carter. It was Sweat. Was going insane.
Sweat went crazy. He should have been. And then people act like San Fran ain't supposed to have won a Super Bowl on Kansas City. They only lost because of McCaffrey fumble. If they won, now you have a Bosa that had 20 sacks, and that whole narrative flipped on his head. You feel me?
He had 2 and you're right. He had 2.5 sacks.
What about? That's a different subject. What about Patrick Mahomes? His first Super Bowl when they had the running back score to put him back in the game. Damian Williams, my boy from Arizona, scored them 2 touchdowns. They turn around and get a Super Bowl MVP to Patrick Mahomes.
After he threw 2 interceptions.
Actually, Patrick Mahomes lost to the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers did have the sack leader. I don't know if it was that year, but that was Shaq Barrett. I think was it Shaq Barrett that was on that team?
Yeah.
He had like 14 and a half sacks.
That was the year after. That's the year after his monster sack thing. I looked into it. But Shaq Barrett himself is a great pass rusher, though, to be fair.
Like, he went insane.
But he was hooping. Yeah, he was hooping.
The point is, I don't like the mindset that people are like, well, since we got rid of Michael pass rushes, we don't need a pass rush to win it all. We just need to stop the run. That's the main point.
The Dallas Cowboys don't even believe that, because the Dallas Cowboys done threw everything they could think of at edge at this point. They done threw a first round pick at it. They threw a second round pick at it. They traded for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? They just haven't dropped their nuts and went and got a superb guy, a superstar.
The sad part about it is we actually didn't even get the full maximized usage of Michael for real, because we couldn't stop the run while that nigga was out.
Exactly.
So if we was able to stop the run with Michael Parsons, we would have seen a whole nother level of Michael Parsons.
That's the most disrespectful part, where everybody trying to fight us with our narrative, because we was crying and telling y'all to go get somebody We was telling y'all the main reason the run sucked is because we had a terrible nose tackle play. Everyone else try to blame safeties, try to blame corners, try to blame edges, and the moment you go get some nose tackles, it's fixed. But now we need pass rush. Now it's not edge. We're telling you again, we need edges, we need edges to have a pass rush. That's the whole job of an edge. They get paid to rush the passer. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah.
I agree with that point.
So what y'all think Micah would have did with Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark for one season? What you think he do?
We would have had the best line we would have had the best line in the NFL.
We would have had 25 sacks.
On God, we would smack Miles get on his head.
And you probably would have got turnovers too. You would have got ridiculous turnovers too.
It would have been the scariest thing in the league.
We would have had a line look like the Giants Super Bowl line.
Right.
Our line would have been looking like the Giants Super Bowl line. Yeah. There's waves of niggas coming in on some gangster stuff.
And then think about this, fellas. And then think about this. In that same year, you're averaging 4.8 yards per carry in the running back room. Bro, your team would have been ridiculous. We would have won a Super Bowl, bro. Because Dak had the best offense in football. You would have had probably a top 10 defense, bro. You win the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah. Boy, what? We would have been, man.
Y'all want to know something, though?
They would have said,
y'all finna trip off of this. Y'all finna trip off of this right here. We got this right here let you know that Dallas, and I'm just being honest, bro, we don't really respect the defensive side of the ball as a culture. Man. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm right. Listen, Quinn Williams has been so low key in Dallas, bro. Like, we don't even understand that we got probably the best defensive tackle on the planet, and nobody's talking about it. Like, don't nobody give a damn about Quinn Williams, bro. Like, you don't even hear nobody talking about Quinn Williams at all. You damn near forget that he here. Swear to God.
Damn, man.
You probably got the same notoriety.
That lets you know right there that Dallas is really not serious about defense, bro. We got a fucking monster on our defensive line, and ain't nobody. That ain't studying Quinn Williams ass.
Hey, let me add to that, landlord. Do y'all remember when they were talking about giving Quinn Williams a contract and that shit dissipated into thin air?
Yeah.
Shit, nobody gives a damn. There's no uproar about Quinn Williams.
It ain't an uproar,
but
when it's a weapon,
hey, they ain't saying shit. Like, hey, you said you gonna pay Quentin. No, I didn't. You right. You didn't say that at all. Anyway,
no, I did. George Pickens, no, you did.
Yeah, you gonna start noticing Quinn when the games get played. Yeah, that's when you gonna be like, damn, we forgot. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna recognize it then, but like right now, ain't nobody studying no damn Quinn Williams. That shit crazy.
Oh, real man, damn landlord. Oof.
Don't give a fuck about that young man. And that man, he might be the best player on your team.
He might.
Man, he could be. He really could be.
We haven't paid him either.
Ain't paid him. Now you got him under contract for a couple more years, but you were supposed to, Jared. You said, well, we got to talk about him about the contract. We're gonna get some money back. We're gonna, do right. But you ain't did shit. Ain't did a damn thing. I seen other guys' contract get worked out. I ain't seen Quentin Williams' contract get worked out. You know why? Because you let the market reset. And you know that he ain't going out like no hoe. Like defensive tackle like 30 now. You scared to pay him 30. You should have paid him beforehand and not even had this conversation. But that's really what the holdup is. They wanted to give him an extension, keep the can down the road, but now that extension is $30+ million a year.
Yeah, man. Like Kenny, Clark, Quentin Williams, and Michael, bro.
It would have been gangster.
You probably would have still kept Olsen too.
Nah.
He can go. Oh, I'm saying you would have kept Trayvon Diggs.
And
he would have still been playing good.
It show you how backwards we are, though, man. That's why Hen is so right that the biggest problem with the Dallas Cowboys is they run to deals and they hardball their best. That's the problem. They'll go run and go play a bland, a Ferg. You know what I mean? They'll play them dudes that's. But then with Micah and Pickens, it's.
Oh, hey, I'll tell you one that's going to happen that hasn't happened yet, and it's with your rookie star. It's with Caleb Downs.
What? They're gonna run a pay him?
About the contract. Well, listen, because I actually got this wrong. Do you know that do you know that nickel corners, like the most expensive nickel corner, only making $10 million a year?
They're gonna try to pay him as a safety.
They're gonna try to pay him as a nickel. Jordan Lewis is the most expensive nickel, and his deal was 3 years, $30 million. The most expensive safety makes $25 million right now. So if you take a guess at how the market goes, there will be a $30 million safety by the time that Caleb Downs is up to get paid. There will not be a $20 million nickel by then. It just won't be.
See that? When
And they're going to
I'm
say
talking about these. Go ahead.
and they're going to say, we play you primarily at nickel. You're a nickel. We're going to give you a nickel contract. That's the thing. They're going to try to get that nigga down the back end. They're going to try to get him down
That's
the
what I
back
was about to say. Like,
He ain't a
if
nickel
when
corner,
you
though.
start
He's a
hearing
nickel
them talking
safety,
about multiple positions and shit like that, that's really not that great for the player himself. You know what I'm saying? Because now they can say, hey, you a nickel now, and then you a safety. Like, they can switch it up whenever they want to. See, that's why Micah just started saying, nah, nigga, I'm an edge. You remember Micah started gaining weight and everything. He said he took initiative himself. He said, no, I'm not a linebacker. You remember Dan Quinn had to spank him a couple times. He's an edge. He's a linebacker. Micah went and changed his body just to say, hey, I'm an edge now, because the edge market is way better. Micah kind of forced that issue. If you don't do nothing like that, I'd be real suspicious of the Cowboys playing around with you and giving you the low ball on either position.
But he's not a nickel corner though. He's a nickel safety.
But they pay in general as nickel.
We're gonna have to see. Like, I think the biggest domino for Caleb Downs is, I'm saying that the one name is Kyle Hamilton, because he plays the same exact position as him.
Kyle Hamilton was paid as a safety.
Exactly, but he's gonna be the nickels. He is the nickel safety.
But he
You
got
know what I'm
paid.
saying?
But I'm saying he's paid as a strong safety for them. Like, you look it up, he's not listed as a nickel. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the Dallas Cowboys might try to play the game of, because there's a difference in the market of nickel and safety. Baltimore just did right by Kyle Hamilton. I'm saying if they wanted to play the semantics game with him, where he's lined up a majority of the time. Because remember, we're not the only team that went through this. Do you remember?
They try to play the semantics. They go try.
Do you remember when the
They did it.
yeah? Do you remember when the Saints didn't want to pay old buddy, the tight end they had? He was lined up at wide receiver most of the time, but they tried to pay him as a tight end. What was his name?
The big one.
The one, not
Graham.
Shot.
Graham.
Yeah, it was Graham. It was Jimmy Graham. He played majority of his snaps at wide receiver, and then they try to backdoor and give him tight end.
They go
money.
play the semantics game. They go try it. They go at least try it.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying it wins out, but if I had a crystal ball, and really, you don't have to be, omniscient or clairvoyant. When a team, when people are predictable, it just seems like you're clairvoyant, because you do a pattern of things so often that just who you are.
That's who you are, right?
So I wouldn't be shocked if some shit like that happened.
Mm-hmm. Now you got a lot of slides up in here, man. We ain't touched some of them. You got running back up in here. You got that. We talked about the 4. We talked about the 3-4, but we didn't talk about the nickel.
Pull up the nickel then, because that's that 4-2-5 right there. And really, shout outs to Koye, as he mentioned. They also going to have some penny looks in there, so it'll actually be at some points a 5-1-5, depending on how they want to come lined up. But my question to y'all is this enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really the question I want to throw out there, just looking at the new defense, because we done went through free agency, we done went through the draft. It's getting closer and closer to the final product at this point. Like, they only have 2 open roster spots as we speak, so there's not really even much they could add without taking something else away. So what else do they need to do to make you feel comfortable and trying to compete?
It depends on your goals. If your goals is to squeak into the playoffs, we got enough. If your goals is to win a Super Bowl, we don't have enough, because you got a bad formula right now. You don't have a premier pass rusher, or you don't have a real good quality designated pass rusher that you can really stamp. Plus, you don't also have a secure running game. That's a bad formula. You see what I'm saying? That's not a formula that's built to win it all. So You know, we almost built like 2016 Dallas Cowboys, and see the 2016 Cowboys and the 2014 Cowboys is at least built on the running game. So it took a lot of pressure on that bad defense. This defense is going to be better, but it's not. I don't think it's championship ready until you get some type of war daddy in here. You need a Sweat, a Thibodeau. You need a Max Crosby. You need somebody that you know on third downs go win.
Well, shit. What about y'all, man? Lou, Lane, what y'all feeling?
I mean, it's an adequate defense. I'm not gonna lie, it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's just not. I like what I see. You know, they're gonna have 3 or 4 rushes. You know, they fought me all this time. The linebacker spot looking a lot better. I will say, I don't think D is gonna be the long-term Mike. That's just me. I think he's here for Overshown's position because the way they're explaining it on the phone, playing in space and everything like that, that sounded just like Overshown's position. I think our long-term Mike is a Jay Sean Barham, especially if they can develop him in that role for the long term. And then the up front, that's the only thing I'm just worried about. I just don't. I'm you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not convinced of Rashawn Gary being the pass rushing threat at all, and I don't view him as just a run stopping guy. I view him as a effort guy. That's it purely because that's all he can give you. And then as a Raku, it's just the hip build. Other than that, like, I mean, you know, your corners is iffy. I would say the most confident that gives me hope about the season is the safety room and your interior deep tackle room. That's what I'm excited about. I will tell you that. Because I'm actually excited. Because Malik Hooker, now we can keep him as purely the free with some activity, or even like lower down his snap count a bit. Because Jalen can play the free sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just really interested to see what our roof gonna be look like, and then our interior. Everywhere else, linebacker play adequate, but everywhere else, man. To be honest with you.
Lane, what you talking about? All right, did this nigga not here no more? Okay. Well, shit, we can pull them running backs.
He muted
he's
himself.
muted.
Hold on, I might have muted him.
What was the question again? My fault.
Nah, what you feeling about this defense? Like, is this enough? What do you think? How far do you think this defense can get us? The one we're looking at on the screen.
I don't trust my corners at all.
Yep.
Like, not one bit. And like, I know we optimistic about Russell, but I gotta see it first. Like, I ain't like what I saw his rookie year. So, you know, if I can get him to perform to the level that everybody else think he is, because I never saw it in him, just being honest. That's just me. Like, I swear, I never saw it on tape when people was talking about they was in love with him and he was gonna do this and that. I never saw it. So I'm hoping y'all right in that regard. And Bland, he better be healthy, because he might have one of them bad foot out the door. So I just don't trust my cornerback play at all, man. I still don't. I'm surprised that not surprised, but I hate that we went for an edge instead of a corner. I feel like corners are more plug and play than an edge is. So I don't know how this is gonna work out. I hope these boys come back and have a season of their life though. Or Kobe Durant start and we be pretty decent at least. So that's my biggest concern. I'm more concerned about that than I am with pass rush.
Yeah, I got some good news too, man, because I said that we go likely mirror the Panthers. The Panthers' total defense was ranked 16 in yards, and then points, they only average about 18 per game. I see us being something like that.
I mean, they got better corners than us too, though. They got a J.C. Horn. They got a Mike. They got a Mike Jackson.
Yeah,
they're locked down.
Former Dallas Cowboy Mike Jackson.
Former Dallas Cowboys. So is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They the only thing.
Yeah, we really riding on Parker to really be able to work magic, man.
Yeah. See, we don't have the corners and we don't have the pass rush. Like, if you're not gonna have,
but they don't have pass rush.
But they got corners. That's what
they rank 31st in pass rush.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so I'm saying we gonna be right around them. So if they 16, we gonna probably be total 20 or 14. And you right though, the corners, they corners, man. Because Horn,
Yeah, if you ain't gonna have no pass rush, at least give me. That's what I'm saying. If you ain't got no pass rush, at least give me.
you gotta have some dope corners. You gotta have some super
but
dope
if you ain't got no corner, if you ain't got no pass rush and no corners, this is just a bad, this is a bad gumbo for your pass.
So let me ask you, because what are you expecting for Donovan Izaraku this year? I'm not saying that he's going to be a world beater or no shit, but I do believe in player progression and a year 2 jump. So what are your projections for Dono this year?
I have no idea because of the hip injury.
Jump.
That's what messing me up.
I would say if he's healthy, we looked at year 2 of edges, it's usually a significant jump. So he only had 2 last year. I can see 6, 7 sacks.
All right, so same with the jersey knows. He wears 6, he gonna get 6.
I can see that.
What about you, Len?
That injury bothered me, man. If he had a full off season and we ain't had none of that to worry about, I feel way more optimistic. But with him coming off the injury, it kind of made me a little cautious about him. So and then it's a hip, right?
Yeah, he had his labrum and his hip had to be repaired.
Yeah, you need your hips as a pass rusher. So I'm gonna say you asking me how many sacks he gonna get?
Yeah, what's his production gonna look like?
I'd say he might get about 4 or 5.
Yeah, and that's how they gonna do this committee, because a lot of these guys we may be banking on high numbers, but if they ain't getting a lot of cracks at it, then hey.
And I wanted to say one more thing about the committee, man. Whenever the Dallas Cowboys do a committee, they usually over-leaning on the coaching, So when they tried to do committee at receiver, that's the same thing they was thinking is where we go get these guys and we go beat boys with timing. So it's right now, the Cowboys, to me, always do this to where we go try to go cheap in this area and try to get guys with traits and then try to make it up with coaching. It kind of would make sense to attempt, because you did put a lot of kind of top 90 guys in your operation, though. You see what I'm saying? So, rest in peace, Nealon was a second rounder, Izaraku second rounder, Sam Williams a second rounder. That's a lot of second round top 90. Malachi Lawrence is a first. So
Rashawn Gary, former first rounder.
So you put a lot. I mean, you put a lot of resources. So it's like, if you got the guys with the traits, maybe it work out. We need a surprise. What we need, in my opinion, is a breakout like what happened with Lawrence, bro. If we get a breakout player and I'm talking about DeMarcus Lawrence, people forgot that when we drafted Taco, we was low-key dissing him, saying we need a war daddy. and he was on the team. Like, imagine Jerry saying we need a war daddy and you on the roster. You know what I'm saying? So they was.
Let me ask y'all this real quick for the whole panel. This question for the whole panel. My fault.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, they was counting them out. So if we can get, that's why I'm saying Sam Williams. If we can get BT Jordan to take his trace and turn him to an 8 to 10 sack guy, bro, I'ma definitely stand with West Coast that, man, God is a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, who is the best pass rusher on the team? That's it.
Ooh.
In terms of rushing the passer?
Houston.
James Houston.
Who is the best pass rusher on the team?
Houston.
That's it.
James Houston.
And that's crazy as hell, bro. That show we ain't made up a lot of ground at all in this pass rush.
Man, that's a good answer.
Listen, think about it. He is not lying. You just threw another first at this shit. You drafted 3 niggas that can rush the passer, and you came into this with James Houston being a bad pass rusher. So you're right. Ain't nothing changed.
James Houston is good at what he do, but bro little as hell. Like, if them tackles get a hold to him, bro, he on the ground. He in the dirt.
I'm
That's why I
supposed to
said one thing about James Houston. You watch his tape. He got some pretty wins and some ugly ass losses. He's just small, bro. That's why he gotta have spot work. So you still don't gotta. Less is more with James. You remember we was asking like, why he ain't getting more reps? Oh, it makes sense. More James Houston is bad for him.
Yep. I agree. He definitely got to be that. All right, let's touch on this running back room so we can get out of here.
Okay, you say Rashawn Gary's the best pass rusher on the team.
Based on what?
They're gonna say the numbers, but we already went over there here. That's cap.
Now we looked at it. Like you got to go look at them sacks, bro. Yeah, his sacks. He had majority cleanup sacks, bro. It's good effort, but he not somebody that look at Star. What's up, Star?
No, to be a good passer, adequate, you need to be able to beat my tackles. How about that? Ooh. He didn't beat my tackles.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah, he got handled.
All three of them. 3.
They ran a train on that nigga.
Somebody saying Gary for sure. As the pass rusher over Houston? Like, okay, let's keep it real, y'all. Gary wasn't better than Clowney.
He wasn't. And that's a fact.
I'm talking about with way less snaps. Like, Clowney had way less snaps and way more production than Gary at Green Bay. So,
thanks.
All right, running back. What's up, Star?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Living, man.
We living.
She said, I'm coming to church.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I thought I was like, instead of being in the comments, I'll just chime in on the live show.
Hey, that's the purpose of DC Universe. You just got to jump in, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, we talked about a lot. Shouldn't we hear from Star? Because she got something to say. She came in with something on her heart. What's on your heart? What you got to say to the church?
No, I think I came in on the part where y'all was looking at the defense. I think Henny put out the graphic, which is getting a lot of going viral on Twitter. People got a lot to say. I see about the graphic, but
what graphic?
They were mad as hell.
No, Henny's defensive graphic, basically where he's projecting like what the starters will be.
Oh, they mad at that?
Yeah, they are very mad at that. They're cussing him out. But Henny doing a good job. He's just responding calmly, like, "Hey, this is just what I think. If y'all disagree, it's fine." But I mean, looking at it, I feel like the defense is, to me, is definitely better than last year. I think that the issue that you're facing is, or that I guess are still question marks, I would say, is the cornerback room. I do agree with Landlord on that because we know Bland was a playmaking corner, but he was never a shutdown corner. And ever since he got 2 messed up feet. I don't know what else to say. Like, and it's not, in my opinion, it's not going to get any better. He's had to have a surgery every single off season. So, and they're saying again, oh, he's going to be ready. But it's like, no, this man, he misses half seasons. And then when he comes in, he's not playing well at all. So I feel like, and I know we can't theoretically get out of his contract till next year, but I feel like he will still potentially be a liability. And then with Revel, I did not watch Revel's tape, so I can't sit here and cap on what he was coming out of college. I know the experts said that he was a first rounder or whatever, but I never watched him. But I know just watching him in season, which I know he was hurt, but I was not seeing the flashes from him. Compared to like Diggs. Yeah, Diggs got burnt his rookie year. He sure did. We all remember the Seahawks game, all that stuff. But at the same time, we saw Diggs fight and make plays. With Revel, it just felt like he was just confused the whole time. I'll say I saw him come up and make a few tackles. But as a cornerback, tackling is important, but I would say coverage is most important.
Yeah.
So I'm not really seeing his ability to cover. I'm hoping that maybe it was just, listen, I'm coming off this knee. I can't even move like I used to or whatever. So maybe a year removed, he'll be fine. And I hope that's the case. But when you have, and I'm really concerned about, will true competition prevail, or are they going to go with the draft pick and the money? Because I'm like, right now, I feel like Kobe Durant should be starting. Now, over who? I don't know. Bland or Revel, but I feel like he should be starting because I feel like his tape,
Easily.
his 2025 tape showed that
He's
he's better than both of them
Yep.
currently.
Yep.
I mean, this guy's showing up. We ain't saying he's the best corner in the world, but it's like he's a starting level corner. He shows up in high pressure moments, so especially in a cold environment. So it's like I don't know why he would just be riding the bench. And then we also have other players like Josh Butler, who was playing good before he went down with ACL. That he was redshirted all last year, so he should be more than ready to go. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see if true competition prevail. I feel like we good at linebacker, safeties. I feel like we good if we maybe, like Henny said, let's try to limit Malik Hooker snaps, because I just don't think Malik Hooker has the range anymore to play free safety.
No.
Now, and maybe he can do some stuff in a box. He can come up there, but it's like, I don't want Malik Hooker on top of my roof. We saw, people forget, like a lot of people was talking about Donovan Wilson, but Malik Hooker was a lot of the reason why we kept getting bombed over and over and over again. Like, I don't want Malik Hooker on the roof at all. I just feel like it's just going to be another liability. And then with the edges, Rashawn Gary, we kind of know what he is. To me, he's just a Dorrance Armstrong. He's a high effort guy. You know, he's going to get you some real, half of his sacks are going to be, okay, that was a nice move, and half is going to be cleanup. We just know, you know who Rashawn Gary is at this point in his career.
Mr. Cleanup.
Yeah, he's just, that's just how he is. High effort. He's a good player, you know, plays a run, but it's just like he's not an elite pass rusher by any means. And then Donovan Ezeraku, I have high hopes for Donovan Ezeraku. I'm really hoping that he comes along, because I think everybody was expecting him to at least give us more than 2 sacks. But I'm going to just, for now, throw it all on Eberflus. Maybe Eberflus took his bag away. I don't know. It seemed like all the edges were doing the same thing. But if he can implement his bag again, then I feel like Ezeraku should have a good year. But yeah, that's just my comments on the defense. I know y'all moving to the running backs.
Indeed. Good shit, 2-star. But yeah, when we talk about committees, this is another one. I'm not even gonna ask you what you think about the room. If Javvante Williams went down right now, let's say he got an injury, out for the season.
Oh, hell no!
You said who? Who?
If Javvante Williams was injured for the season, how would you feel about your running back?
Oh, hell no!
A one.
Just take Javvante Williams out.
I feel like the run game has fell off a cliff. We are no longer multi-dimensional. The moment Javvante Williams go down, like it was last year,
we're in trouble.
We are in big trouble. You know how confident, bro. Like, especially how people be feeling. I feel like people can. If Javvante Williams go down, they can stop us with a 1-man box.
This nigga died. He said 1-man box.
Just being honest with you.
That boy said 1-man
Motherfuckers go out
box.
there and dying. Straight DB, straight corners. Put the corner in the box.
Damn, Blue, take it easy on my back. Do I have
Put the corner in the box?
Damn.
What the fuck is that?
You going? Listen, I thought I was bullet, man. God damn, calm down.
I'm just like, because like it's finally getting the headway in conversation, which we've been trying to say for the last couple of years. And I hate that we're last to this trend, because there's people with better running backs who have better running backs on their team than Javvante Williams who get the message in building the stable. But us here in Cowboy Land,
we are last to this trend. Bad.
Last. And it's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be adding some quality to the stable, man. I really hate that we're behind on this trend, because it could have, if we had a running back too last year, it could have helped our season last year. I'm just being honest with you.
Yes. Man, there's so much I can say about running back. I'm getting ready to do a video on it. You know, the sad thing is we late, but we still late, if that makes sense, because I put out something yesterday where I am seeing the noise grow from my writers. I'm starting to see more media people starting to say, you know what, that running back too might need some help, right? It's growing, but the scariest part is when you go look at what people are quacking, when you go look at what the fans are saying. The fans keep coming back to, let's give Malik Davis a chance. Let's give Phil Mumford, Jadon Blue go be up, man. Y'all just watch Jadon Blue. Y'all just wait and see. It's like our fans and a lot of people don't even want to add competition, which is crazy. When it comes to like weapons, we don't mind throwing as many bodies as possible at the shit. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to running backs, there's nobody that protect late round assets like Cowboy Nation. Like, we really protect 5th rounders and 6th rounders. And what was Malik drafted? You know, so it's one of those things to where, and I heard somebody was like, and it's a lot of people, they really act like, hey man, you know, it's an attitude like almost anybody will do.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, because we're devaluing the position so much. Really, people think anybody can do this, and I think it's just on us. We got to show better variance, you know, running back play. Like, there's clear levels to this, man. It's more than just getting the ball and just running between the tackles. If you ain't got vision, I don't want you. I don't want to be blocking for you, because you ain't gonna go through the hole. I'm opening it up. Just being honest, I hate running backs with bad vision. I do. Swear to God. Then, like, I think people just think this shit is just Madden. Oh, let's get a running back with 99 speed and put it back there. Dog, if you don't, bro, I'd rather get a running back with 4.7 with burst over a running back that got supposedly 4.3 with no burst. Just being honest with you.
He said, okay, my brother said, y'all kind of sleep on Blue.
I'm not sure.
Man, hold on. I just seen the damn Raiders, who spent a top 10 pick on a running back last year, still draft Mike Washington. Yeah. They still went and got another 1,000-yard rusher. Yeah. So that's my thing. I love Javvante Williams, but in terms of a prospect, was Javvante Williams the kind of prospect that Ashton Jeanty was?
No.
Not in day, right? So
yes,
love Javvante Williams and what he done for the Dallas Cowboys. But if the Raiders can have a super saiyan running back and still try and go get another one, why the hell is Javvante Williams the top level that we can ask and strive to achieve for?
Yeah,
that's a question.
Yeah. Oh, who's going? So right. Somebody was going.
No, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, with the running backs, I'm very concerned, and I am glad that it's picking up steam, because it's seeming like now, I feel like all the stuff we was talking about pre-draft, nobody gave a damn about, but now everybody's starting to give a damn about running back too, and now I'm seeing this, what about the mic? What about the mic? What about the mic? Like, people was not worried about this stuff, but now they worried about it. But anyway, when it comes to the running backs, it's like, yeah, Javvante Williams is all we got. Now, realistically, I was high on Maffa. I love Maffa. I would like to see Maffa. I feel like anytime we saw him, he ran well. But the reality is, Shotty is the one who chose, well, maybe it could be politics too, because maybe it was Stephen Jones and Will McClay, but we redshirted Maffa, and wasn't nothing wrong with him. We gave him a fake injury and put him on ice the whole year. So I'm like, you put him on ice the whole year, so that I don't know how Shotty feels about Maffa. You can say, oh, I love him, but you didn't let him play. And then when you have Malik Davis, okay, sure, I like Malik Davis, but as I said on Twitter, over 2 coaching regimes, they've seen him as nothing more than a practice squad player that in emergencies, when they don't got nobody else, they will elevate him. That's it. So he's not going to be running back 2. I don't see it. I don't care how much Shotty says he loves him. Like, I don't see that. That's not happening. And then you left with Blue. And we already know Blue not a Shotty fit, but even going beyond that, he has major maturity issues. So I don't see him becoming running back 2. So it's like, at this point, And then you have Israel Abanaconda. Yeah, we all liked Israel Abanaconda coming out of Pittsburgh, but they again did not allow him to have any snaps last year. I don't even know why they brought him on the team. I guess they were just trying to get ahead for training camp. I don't know, because I'm like, y'all didn't let him run it all. So it's like, at this point, this is why y'all need to add somebody in there that you trust. Just like they added in, even though he wasn't good, but they added in Miles Sanders, at least somebody that have done it, that have at least ran 1,000 yards in the NFL. Like, you need to add some type of insurance. Yeah, go ahead.
To your point, all of them running backs outside of Javvante Williams have under 800 yards combined for their careers. Like,
Say it
everybody else
again,
in the running
Henny.
back
Say it
group.
again, Henny.
They have
Say it
under
again, Henny.
800 yards combined for their career. Not for a season. They combined
For their
for over
career.
800 yards for their entire career. You know, I love Abanaconda. I look, this motherfucker got 40 yards. His entire career, nigga got 40 yards.
Yeah.
Love prospect, 40 yards.
It's not good. That's what I'm saying. It's not good. And if any of these guys become RB2, you know, this will be basically their prove it year. They'll have to prove that, like, I'm more than a journeyman. So it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I think we should add. Somebody asked me, like, who should we add to the room?
There's plenty.
Yeah, but I was like, it seemed like there's still some good running backs on the free agency market.
The free agent market looks fantastic.
Yeah, so I was like, there's still
looks fantastic.
Yeah.
We had no excuses not to bring in no competition except we protecting their ass, man.
Yes.
Exactly. It's like, we got to bring. I don't see them trading for a running back, because I feel like the Cowboys, they just done. I don't know what it is, man. I guess Marcus Mosher got to him, man, because it's like
That's
they
what
just
it
don't.
is, man.
They don't
It's
value the position like that
it
no
was
more
years
at all.
and years and years and years and years of devaluing running back. All that Zeke shit and people going that Zeke and we don't need that. We could have got that in the third round. And it's like, once narratives kind of get built, like the same thing going on with Edge right now. It was all that we don't need Michael. We don't need. It's, as soon as we protest a player, it also then, to me, goes against the position itself. I think that's the trend I see, is to where right now we didn't value Zeke, so now we don't value running back. We didn't value Michael, so we don't value Edge. It's the same thing.
And it's league wide too, boss. Because guess what? Seattle Seahawks just had a running back run down to Super Bowl, won Super Bowl MVP, and they let him walk. Stupid shit.
Right. Like, the teams, they're not valued. Everybody has devalued running back now. So it's like, because we how many drafts have we done said in 3 to 4 drafts where we thought, okay, we're gonna get a running back, and we still, and not, we did draft Maffa and Blue, but come on, y'all, we was talking about real starting caliber running back. I think Maffa can grow into that. Maffa has, out of college, he had the best resume, but again, Shotty did not let him play last year, so I don't know how true it is. I think it was Nick Harris or somebody put out during the draft, Shotty is high on Maffa. Okay, well, I'm about to see it, because Shotty says a lot of stuff, and then he ranted and raved about Brevin Spanford. He's amazing. He took a next step. And all he was a blocker last year. He done said the same shit about Hunter Lukey. We got to get him involved. He was nothing but a blocker last year. So I don't know. I don't know if I can trust you. I had to see it to believe it at this point. So it's like, we got to add somebody else in there. Would have been great to get our guy from Arkansas. He was right there for us. I forgot his name. Washington. White Washington. He was right there for us. He was a shoddy fit. He ran a 4.3, because that's why everybody's so obsessed with Blue. He ran a 4.3. Oh, he had everything. Faster than Blue. Out of the, what is that? Is Arkansas not the SEC?
SEC.
Like, he out of, yeah. So it's
good
like,
against good defenses.
Exactly. And we just said, no, we'll take this tackle from Penn State. Okay. So it just shows to me they don't give a fuck about the running back room. But I tell you now, if Javvante Williams goes down, you're screwed. You're screwed.
Yeah, that's another thing. I promise you, this year, there's gonna be the year everybody start caring about running back again, because they devalue running back, and they let all the contenders and the real Super Bowl contenders get the running backs and watch them all go off. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This year go bring us back to running.
Yeah, it's gonna bring us back, because the Chiefs, with them getting Kenneth Walker, oh yeah, they're back in it now. Y'all count them out now. Now Andy Reid got the run game he been wanting. You feel me? Same thing I feel honestly with the Broncos. They in the Super Bowl for me this year from the AFC because they got Jonah Coleman and they got my guy last year from UCF. They have a good running back in tandem now. I'm just telling you right now.
Teams are loading up in exactly, and that's amazing to me, man. We literally watched Seattle with a same power back committee go all the way to the Super Bowl. They don't get to the Super Bowl unless they have Charbonnet and Walker.
And both of them.
They don't even get there. You know what I'm saying? So then when they lose one, they had enough in Walker to carry them the rest of the way. But Cowboy Nation still thinking when you seeing Thunder and Thunder, we still think we need Thunder and Lightning. We still under this old, like, you gotta have this, you gotta have a big back, then you gotta have a lightning back thing. No, bro, it's like go look around the league, bro. If you look around the league, the teams that's running more physical are actually having better running games. And that's just what it is. And I just think we way behind on that. The main thing I say, because whenever you start talking about this, people start protecting their pet cats. And I just say this, man. The main thing that I want is competition. That's the main thing I want. Bring in some guys in here that we can put right in front of the lights. And this is the problem too. I'm gonna also say,
bro.
Preseason itself has taken away our ability to even judge these guys. Because guess what's gonna happen during camp? You can't hit them guys, so they only can kind of thud up on you and let you go. So guess who look good in them environments? Speed guys. But when it's time to really hit, because I see people saying like I put Blue over Marfa. I don't know why.
I don't know why would you do that?
Because because when the lights came on and it was time to hit, I just gotta ask a question: who looked better when the lights was on? Like consistently. Like some people might edge out Blue at the final game. You might, but if you say who had the better body of work every time the lights was on, it was clearly Marfa, and it was also clearly Malik Davis. Like Blue shouldn't even be in the conversation for running back 2. The only thing I would do with him is have him as my take over my wide backs. It's like instead of having CeeDee Lamb in the backfield and Turpin, let's put him back there to kind of supplement that, because you're supposed to be a running back. Instead of giving that to my weapons and letting them get hit by linebackers, let's let you get that. But your running back 2 got to be very reliable. I'm talking about not just reliable, very reliable. Really just like Seattle, to where, damn, we lost Charbonnet, but we can trust Walker. We ain't got nobody like that.
The Eagles, who had a notoriously better running back in season, they had somebody almost break the record in Saquon the very next year. They were throwing bodies at the running back, so they would go H.A. Dillon. They traded a draft pick in the middle of the season to go get somebody else a starting back to make their running back 2 with Saquon. But here in Dallas, this is why I don't like that. This is not football. Everybody's protecting, like, oh, y'all sleeping on Blue. If Blue really like that, go get somebody else and let Blue throw Blue in the wolves, and let's see who break the pool stick, and let's see who's gonna come out on top.
Yeah, because I was about to say, as far as the running back go, the way Williams run, you need a dope running back too. You know what I'm saying? Just his run style alone, because he runs so crazy, and you know what I'm saying? He looking for contact. That's a recipe for disaster for real. So you definitely need somebody backing him up. So I really don't know why we not taking it serious. That screams to me politics. Because like I said, after the draft was over, I don't know if y'all remember, I said 2 positions won. Cornerbacks won and running backs won. We didn't address neither one of those. And them 2 positions should have been popping bottles after the draft.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think, with Blue, I hear y'all about Blue, y'all. But the reality is Blue did not look good until it was week 18, bro. That's the only, in preseason, he did not look good to me. Maffa was clearly better. So that shows me when it was time to compete for who should get snaps, it's like Maffa clearly won. Blue, yes, you had some good runs in week 18, but that was it. I feel like with Blue, we should use him how we use Javvante Turpin, pretty much. And Javvante Turpin, I don't know. I kind of been on. We need to move off of Turpin. I wish we had a drafted Turpin's prototype out of the draft, but we didn't. So it is what it is. But I feel like let Blue and Maffa, not Blue Maffa, but Blue and Turpin kind of compete for those end rounds and jet sweeps and maybe some screens or something like that. Let them compete for that. And then see how it works out. Maybe some Blue. I mean, he was a converted. He was a wide receiver, right? Wasn't he? Before he became a running back. So it's like, let him do that type of stuff and see how that works out. But he is not a true running back, and you can see it. Like he's not a running back.
Maffa was not clearly better. Yeah, he was, bro. Ain't nobody was talking. Man, come on, bro.
Yeah,
when they played in the preseason, bro, Deuce looked better than Blue, bro.
Everybody looked better than Blue. Really, Deuce looked the best. Then Maffa did Blue. Blue was last place.
Get off of this fucking like we do too much protecting of that dude, bro. It's like, damn, bro. Like, no, we not lying, bro. Like, dog. And then Maffa was starting to roll. And then when the ground caused the fumble, they pulled him. Week 18. Yeah, bro. Nah, we ain't making that shit up. Nah, Blue ain't do like. If you say Blue look better than Malik Davis, you lying. You are lying. You got a pet cat and you pushing for him, bro. That's the truth. Because everybody was saying in preseason, Maffa showed something. Maffa showed something. Everybody was saying it because he actually did, bro. So when you look at the body of work, bro, we ain't finna make up no shit. Now, everybody give Blue credit week 18 because he did run better. Everybody said he ran better week 18. He did. But we not finna be lying like Maffa wasn't playing better. He had a better body of work. And listen, if Blue played better, I'm gonna say that. I promise you, if he's showing more under the lights, I promise you, I'm gonna say that. But it's not true, bro. Like, it's like we pushing for this dude just because he fast. And then he don't even sometimes.
It's them Texas players, bro.
And then
Texas players come in handy like, bro.
I got real film sessions on him, bro. That's in the open. I saw him get run down by safeties, bro. I'm like, what is? Like, bro, it's on film, bro. Like that.
He don't run a real 4-3 on film.
Yeah, that 4-3 shit don't show up on that film, bro. It don't. That shit show up at practice. And it's just keeping it real, bro. Like, no, we gotta stop and see that, like, bro, the thing that get on my nerves, protecting these young backs is why we not gonna bring in a back. Cause that's what I said. I said so many people in Cowboy Nation that's quacking. Hey, let's see what these young guys can do. And it's not even just Blue. We protect all of them. It's like that's the only position of where we are allergic to competition. And it's wild. It's wild, but when it comes down to, hey, we need to bring in somebody to compete with Mingo, we fine with that. Hey, we need somebody to compete with Toba, we fine with that. Hey, let's bring in somebody to compete with Dak, we fine with that. Hey, let's bring in somebody to compete with Maffa and Blue and Malik Davis. Now let's see what they can do. Like, hell no, bro. And then the worst thing of all is you could probably do better for cheaper. Like, for real.
Right, for real.
Facts. You could probably do better for way cheaper. You could probably go get Chubb off the street that'll be right now better than Blue, better than Maffa, right now.
And to your point, boss, it's honestly the position group that'll help the defense the best, truth be told.
Right.
Like, I thought you was going to say it, and that's why I jumped on. And Star, like, she said like 3/4 of the word, but I think she had got cut off a little bit. But you know the phrase I'm about to say. When your insurance needs insurance,
you need more.
You need new insurance.
That's right.
Like, we have already seen this man disintegrate over the course of a season. And this is a super side note, but I got hit. Boss got attacked recently this weekend about us talking about how we felt like GP don't need to prove nothing else, right? But let me ask this question for y'all and for the chat. Did anybody get outraged when Javvante got his contract? I'll wait. Javvante played with us how many seasons? One, right? And prior to that, you know what his production was? Under 1,000 yards. So damn it, where's the goddamn outcry at the fact that we signed Javvante Williams prematurely? It ain't
somebody
because they only hating on GP.
Somebody got to drop a ball for him, bro. Somebody got to drop a ball for that one. Somebody got to drop a ball for that. Somebody got to drop a ball for that point right now.
That's
That
crazy.
was a great point.
Damn it, man.
You think I had one? You think I had one? Holy Lord, look what I got. It ain't a bum, but it's close enough.
That's crazy.
Hey,
he
gets some for that. That's an excellent point. And it really boils down to how people perceive the player. Ain't
That
nobody
part.
saying shit about Javvante Williams.
Not a
Get his
damn
money.
thing.
Not one thing. Preach.
That's crazy.
That just dropped in my spirit this morning, man. Cause I'm like, bro, why are we saying this man still need to prove? Like, hello, McFly. We got folks on the squad who, after 1 year and not even really being able to keep up the production throughout the year, and really and truthfully, if you look at Javvante and his production as it disintegrated over the course of the season, it's not by happenstance that we finish losing 4 out of 5 games. But I digress.
Now, wait a minute. That wasn't even enough. Cause guess what? You just opened up a whole can of worms. That really just debunked Stephen Jones too. When he talk about the fucking newness. He said that word 2-3 times. The newness. What the fuck the newness?
That's right.
What the newness is for him?
He said he's new.
Y'all some hypocrites, bro. Y'all some hypocrites. People just don't like Jordan Pickens, bro. Man, y'all just killed that shit. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
We got videos on that. Somebody sent it to
That's
me.
facts. That's facts.
Oh my God.
That's facts. And it's like they don't want to pay Pickens, and it's like, listen, this is what's so frustrating with the Pickens situation. We all wanted Pickens to be signed, but we understand financially if you're saying I don't want to pay Pickens 40 million and pay CeeDee Lamb 34, 35. Okay, if you didn't want to pay him, just like the Eagles. They already traded AJ Brown. They just can't announce it until after June because of the money. So what did the Eagles do? They drafted Mekhi Lemon because they knew we're getting rid of AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you, if you saying, okay, I want to get rid of Pickens, I don't want to pay him. Okay, fine. I don't agree with it, but you had a draft full of Pickens prototype. And I do think Anthony Smith will be something because I kind of like him. I think I like him from ECU. But you had top of the line, big school wide receivers just sitting there for the taking. And y'all said, nah, we're good. And so now y'all put us in this position where if you do trade George Pickens, now you leave a massive hole into your offense. Yes, you can go and get a Keenan Allen or somebody that can help. But you had an opportunity to not only have a young, dope wide receiver, but you also had it to where I have that contract for the next 5 years. So I don't understand why the Cowboys, or if it's I have that contract for the next 4 to 5 years, depending if they got him in the first round or beyond. But it's like, I don't understand why the Cowboys, if y'all knew y'all weren't going to enter into negotiation talks and stuff, why didn't y'all get a wide receiver out of the draft?
Man.
That's my biggest issue with all this. I want Pickens. I want to pay him whatever. But if you weren't going to pay him, there was a clear path forward. And you chose to ignore that clear path. So now it feels like if we trade Pickens, people are like, well, Micah and Pickens, they're not the same. And I don't hear everybody's arguments. I'm like, y'all are not saying anything. Like y'all are not saying anything about how it's different. Because I'm like, if Jerry and them get pissed enough, which they might, because if Pickens holds out, if he posts some subliminals, if he does what David's clients usually do, I want to be traded type of BS, the Joneses will trade him. They will trade him quick, fast, and in a hurry. They'll trade him for a second round pick. They'll pump up Flournoy. They'll pump up whoever else, Ryan Smith. They'll say he's 6'4", he runs a 4.3. They're gonna pump up Ryan Smith. I think that's his name. I hope I'm not butchering it. And they'll move on.
Anthony Smith.
Yeah, Anthony Smith. Yeah, that's his name from ECU.
ECU.
They'll get Anthony Smith, and then they'll move on, and then it'll be the end. So,
and this would make it scary. This going back full circle. The very first thing we talked about, that video, what they was doing at 20, and they playing, and that board. I'm telling you, that board was nasty. People getting on me like, oh, you know more than the coach. That board was effing nasty. Them literally drafting that horn.
The best player that was Lemon, bro.
It was Lemon. And y'all over here talking about what? What was the name they were talking about again? CJ Allen, they want to trade back to get Malachi Lawrence. And you just had nothing but defense there. This is why we were telling y'all you couldn't go in having nothing but defense on your boards.
Yep.
Disgusting knowing that. If they move off from GP and Mekhi Lemon was sitting right there, goofy.
Goofy.
In my opinion, I'm real big on music and lyrics. And y'all said something earlier. Y'all made the statement, this is what happens when you have non-football people making decisions. And I'm looking at the moves, and it honestly seems like a group of confused individuals. And it takes me to, I'm going old school right now. It takes me to the Commodore song when they break it down doing the talking part. And it says, I was a man with no direction, no purpose. That's what this team feels like. We being pulled in 100 different directions. It's no real solid movement in one direction. What up? It just seemed like we just all over the place, man. Like, it's like we want Pickens, but we don't want Pickens. It's like we want Marty Ball, but we don't want the running backs. It's like it's a constant tug of war within ourselves, and I feel like that's why we can't move forward. That's why we can't shake this funk of 30 damn years. That's why we can't progress, because we constantly fighting with each other when we really need to be sounding like Dr. Lee and the band at A&T, and we need to be one band, one sound. That's the problem.
Yeah, man. So, when I look at this team, being all the way honest, man, I'm gonna keep making this case. I feel like we're 2 players away, bro.
Agreed.
We running back 2 away, and we premier edge away from being real contenders. I mean, can win it all.
Yep.
I think we're a corner away too. I give it 3.
The only reason I wouldn't put corner in there is because I like Kobe Tape last year. I think he good enough. I don't think he super dope.
Like lockdown.
But I say Larry Brown-ish. You know what I mean? When we won it in the 90s, we had Kevin Smith and Larry Brown, and then we eventually had Deion on that last one, and we was dope. Now, corner, that's gonna be hard to get right now. That's gonna be hard to get a dope corner right now.
Not a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I was like, if you trade Pickens at this point, could you possibly get an elite defensive player still?
Corner and receivers on the same
You
level.
could. Yeah. I think you could if you was willing to trade them. You would have, but
we had to give up more though. I don't think they would do like elite wide receiver for elite edge. Maybe elite corner though. But I'm like, who would trade? Just do you take Pickens, I take.
I think Special K said it, and it's gonna depend on the record of these teams. That like the Raiders. Like if the Raiders start trash like they did last year,
they might be willing.
They might be willing to revisit it. So we gonna need some. We need some places to struggle. So we should be knocking on the door of the Giants right now. Like we should be like, hey man, come off Thibodeau. Y'all got way too much pass rush over there. Y'all way overloaded. We go give you our future 3rd or future 4th or whatever we might have left on our books to try to get that guy that got the real first round traits, So I think it's I don't wish this go happen, but I'm almost betting it's gonna happen. By the time we get to the trade deadline, it's gonna be 2 positions that's gonna be the biggest talk on what we need. It's gonna be running back and it's gonna be edge.
Go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean we are close though.
Yeah, we close. The urgency with the fans is not close. The fans feel like we good. Let's play ball. Let's go.
Yeah, the fans they love to stay in this limbo. They love this part. They don't want to get to where the rubber meets the road, and that's when reality kicks in and the hope stops. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we should be pressuring for running back, and we should be pressuring for edge. That's what we should be pressuring for, and we should be whispering corner might need to get a look too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sound like we need a 3-piece spicy.
Yeah, or two piece where they add throw in an extra piece.
2-piece, yeah, 2-piece dog with a roll.
Yeah, where they throwing, you go to them hood spots, you order 2 there, you go in there, they have a tiny little wing in there, they throw in there. That's what we need, bro. And that's if we trying to win it. Like for people who trying to win it, like, because I would say this: if we got Thibodeau, Max Crosby, Sweat, something like that, and we got, let's say, Braylon Allen in the backfield, I would guarantee we finna dominate teams. I'd be like, bro, we finna rock teams' ass.
The NFC East, the NFC for sure. I mean,
we gonna rock teams, bro. Like, and see, this is the worst thing I hate about running back that we ain't talk about yet, landlord. And Amp and Lou.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I hate with all my heart is this offensive line is built to run the ball.
It is. That's another thing, bro. Oh my God.
It's built like you got. Steel is better when we run the ball.
It plays to the Lions' strengths.
Right. Booker was a bully. Cooper Beebe is way better at run blocking than pass pro. Then we know Tyler Smith is the biggest bully when he want to be and nasty. And then it just helps Tyler Guyton. But you don't want to put the final pieces on that running back room, and you got everything else. You got the cheese, you got the burger, you don't want no bread.
I'm gonna do a research on it. All the top running offenses and how many of them are like multiple RB1 and RB2 intentional, not just filling it in with late round or the UDFAs. So because you know what I'm saying, like I get like the first thing that comes around is the Bears. They intentional with their run game. You know what I'm saying? They just got the guy out of Rutgers last year, and they still got the old Philly running back. I'm blanking on both their names. You know what I'm saying? But these teams that are actually good at running the ball, have a good run game, they don't have to do it like we do. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, and we got to start back. I'll make sure, everybody back up in. Yeah, so anyway, man, we done kind of talked all the Henny slides. So, we wasn't planning on doing a DC Universe, but Henny was having some technical difficulties, so we was able to kind of boot it up and run his show through DC Universe, and it added a lot more people to the panel to have these discussions. So, I think we just need to keep pushing, because the sad part about pushing now is we pushing for more when a lot of people feel like we got enough. That's the thing I hate about after the draft. Most of the time, unless it's receiver 2, we have a feeling like we good. Like we don't got to do nothing else. Let's just go into camp with what we got. And to me, I think we need to stay greedy and stay hungry for the last bits that could put us over. So that's my final word.
I just wanted to jump in the chat, man. I saw everybody was cooking, it was pressing my heart, and it was starting to bother and agitate me. But the reason why we have to push now is because, boss, you said it on the show a couple of days ago. How many times were we or have we been a player or two away from really being that solid team? Right. Hiding those few blemishes. It's okay. Like, I know there's been a movement recently for being all natural and no makeup and this, that, and the third, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with a little bit of makeup. Acknowledging your flaws and covering them and masking them, because guess what? At the end of the day, y'all, this is what is keeping us from our destiny. This is what is holding us from an NFC championship and eventual Super Bowl, because times like this, we say, we'll be able to make do. We'll be all right. We'll be able to get by. And then when you come up against an opponent who is solid across the board, then that's when we fumble. That's when we stumble. That's what is keeping us from our destiny. So now is the time to push. Don't let them just sit back and say, we good. We got to turn the fire up. We got to be just as loud as we were at the end of last season when we were screaming defense and we got it in the draft. Now we got to be loud about the remaining items we need. Because guess what? All chefs will tell you it's the ingredients that matter. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.
Hey, man, let me go and get a swing at it. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is a blessing in disguise. I'm so happy this happened like this because Amp just opened my eyes, boy. I swear.
He did,
That opened my eyes,
Man,
boy.
he did,
I don't
boy.
want to hear shit these people talking about no newness with George Pickens, bro. I'm going crazy the next time I hear somebody say that shit. I swear I am.
Man.
Y'all ain't said shit about newness when it came to Javvante Williams. Not one person. But now all of a sudden it's the newness and man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. That right there lets you know we just revealed that your front office is full of shit. Cause what's good for the goose ain't good for the gander. That's a problem. There's no way you can have when they say it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. That shit don't make no sense, bro. Can't nobody make a case for that being fair. And you're not even putting the newness in the equation for Javvante Williams. Hey, I been knew my front office was full of shit, but I'm glad that y'all get to know now. So that's my final word.
Hey, my final word is gonna be quick, Dave. Shout out to everybody on this beautiful morning and everything like that. Make sure to follow everybody, hit the notification bell, subscribe if you haven't already. We got great content coming out, everyone on this channel. So yeah, we getting close. Important dates coming up, and new content has been formed from you got amped all the way from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I did not.
We ain't gonna pump him up, man. He average.
It be that one.
Yeah, you know, I don't pump him up. Get his head all big. I'm just, you know.
Go Cowboys, and you know what I'm saying? LeBron's still better than Jordan. I'm out.
Oh, that's where he fucked up. No.
I'll say my last final word. We made a lot of headway in this off season, I will say. Starting from the coaches. You do have to acknowledge that because I said for years, if the Cowboys want to be the Chiefs so bad, go get better coaches. Because they always compare themselves to the Chiefs because the Chiefs be cheap. But anyway, you got to acknowledge what they did with the coaches, off-season draft, right? But I do think there's still more work to be done. You know what I'm saying? I still do agree that we need a vet war daddy. Whether it's free agency or trade, I still think we need to get a running back too. Whether that's free agency or trade. And I feel like we could make do with the corner because I feel like we got a lot of corners. If true competition persists, we will have starting level corners. It just might not be Bland or Revel. But we'll see if the coaches allow that true competition to persist.
Or front office.
Or front office. Yeah, that's true. Or front office. But I think if we can get a running back too and just add to the edge room, I think we will be good. And I think we'll be ready to go into camp and compete. And the last thing I will say is that we need to go ahead and get George Pickens signed. That's what I feel like. I don't want George Pickens playing under that tag. I just don't. I don't think it's going to end well for our season.
No.
I don't think it's going to be good with Pickens.
No.
I'm not saying he going to crash out because, of course, I know he got this bad reputation. Yeah, and he got this bad reputation, but I'm like, y'all, he don't have no type of allegations off the field other than what? He likes to party and have sex with women. Like, that's not going to be something that teams are going to be like, no, we don't want nothing to do with him. Like, it's not going to happen. So it's like either we need to pay him or we need to trade him for significant defensive assets and get I guess a journeyman, a Keenan Allen or somebody. But yeah, that's my final word.
And we about, man. You feel me? Hey, we ain't gonna keep bringing y'all to DC universes, man. These are emergencies only. Emergencies only. Emergencies only.